Ladies and gentlemen, if you would, please stand. And gentlemen, please remove your hats. You'll be standing for our invocation, which will be followed by the Pledge of Allegiance and our national anthem. Our invocation today will be given by a 2023 Rodeo Houston Scholar. This is Marissa Ramos.
Please bow your head in prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, we gather here at the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo with gratitude in our hearts. We come before you acknowledging the dedication and passion of the exhibitors and their animals. Bless these partnerships forged between humans and creatures, for they display the beauty of your creation. We bow before you, seeking your watchful eye and protective hand over the contestants as they embark on this competition. Surround them with your divine grace, shielding them from harm and guiding their every move. We lift our nation before you, seeking your guidance, unity, and blessings. Watch over those who protect us, our military, first responders, and healthcare professionals. Grant them courage, wisdom, as they showcase a heart of servitude under your name. Father, we offer a heartfelt thanks for the mission of the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo. We appreciate the educational pillar that has paved the way for students, including myself, to pursue a higher education with countless scholarships. May it continue to be a beacon of knowledge and opportunity for generations to come. We extend a blessing to all attendees of the rodeo. May their hearts be filled with joy, camaraderie, and the spirit of celebration. May God bless Texas. In your heavenly name, we pray. Amen.
Amen. Thank you for that. Leading us in the Pledge of Allegiance will be Mimi McDermott from St. Martin's Episcopal School, followed by our nation's anthem, the Star Spangled Banner, which will be performed by Raul Malo from the Grammy Award-winning band, the Mavericks. And carrying our nation's flag, Shelby Pearson.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
You see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hail, at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare and the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free?
Light it up. Yeah!
Sunday. It's sponsored by Boot Barn, but don't forget, there's a guy who won last year named Riley Webb. He had to survive a wild card to get back into this championship round, but he's here. He'll be attempting to defend his title. It won't be easy. John Downs is a Rodeo Houston champ. Shane Hainsey's a Rodeo Houston champ and a world champion. And Marty Yates, you'd never count him out. He's second to last to go. So, gentlemen, this is why we play the game. Trevor Hale, first to go.
Barrington, Texas, the all-around cowboy at 21 years of age. Came out of the semifinals, number 2 with 8-8. He will set the pace. Now, looks like he caught a leg there on the front end of the calf. That's legal, but it's going to cost him some precious time as he will string gather in time. 12 and 4. More than likely, that's not going to be quick enough.
Yeah, just to reiterate what Bob said, excuse me, I'm sorry, but it looked like they might have got a barrier too. He did, 22-4. Bob mentioned this in the opening, but I don't know if y'all latched onto it. There's 2 rodeos today. There's a long round where 10 contestants in each of the contests go. Then the top 4 from those 10 come back to our shootout round. You've got to win that to win the 50. Here's a guy that's done it.
Not only has he done it, but he's probably going to do it half a dozen more times in his career. He's only 26 years old. He comes from Huntsville, Texas. Let that mic strike a nerve. He is our Texas Circuit champion, 3-time NFR qualifier, John Downs. Well, the 10 kind of go off to the left. I'm not making excuses.
So his greatest teacher, Joe Beaver, once told you and I on the stage in Las Vegas, funny things happen in a short round or a championship round. Pressures are a little higher, a little different. Let's go to Ty Hills.
St. Angelo, Texas. Former Resistol Rookie of the Year. He's creeping up on the $1 million mark. Calf kind of knocks and dives on it just a touch. But everything's coming together at the end of the run. 9 and 7 for Harris. I think he only took 1 round, but I knew he got it.
I just saw that too, Andy. So this is a little bit of a gamble, folks, when he ties his calf. Most of the time, calf runners will go around all 3 legs twice and the back legs once. He's going to go around all 3 once and the back legs once. That's a lot easier for a calf to kick free when you do that. But you save nearly a half a second. So now at 9-7, we just got to wonder, will that make the top 4 to advance through the shootout round?
Well, our next contestant represents 3 generations of a great Cajun family. Keachai, Louisiana. This is Macon Murphy. At the age of 24, he's middle-aged in this group today. Number 10 in the PRCA standings coming in on a Sunday. 2 years ago, we had with us in Vegas Reach.
He made it out of the wild card, but watch his rope out when he leaves the box. His rope figure 8s. In other words, when he's going to shoot and shake out his loop, all of a sudden, he hits the barrier loop. And now the rope is hung up. He's trying to shake it out without it having a kink in it. And at the same time, trying to get within striking distance of the calf. Woo! Craziness.
Speaking of calves, we asked the next athlete, the past rodeo Houston champ, Shane Hanchey, how are the calves selected for tonight?
We've been watching them all week for the first 5 Super Series, and we picked the best ones so the crowd can get into it and we can time fast.
And that's what we want to see. Shane understands how all this works. Back in 2011, he became the champ of Rodeo Houston. Followed that up 2 years later with a world championship.
He'd have been 21 years old in 2011. 34 years old and then think of the veteran knowledge he possesses.
Oh my God, and how many great horses that he has owned and ridden. He's riding a colt. If you want to call him a colt, they're riding a horse named River. I got a little bird stop. Get a whole call. Cajun time and his. 2. Man. To the lead by a half a second.
And he was right on that barrier line, Bobby T. He was pushing it. That 9 and 2 now goes to number 1, and Trevor Hale's on the bubble.
So, what can Mr. Thiessen do? Well, let me tell you what he's done this year, okay? just so you know. He's a 21-year-old cowboy, and he's one of the younger ones here. We've got a 20-year-old and another 21-year-old you'll see after it. But he won a round in San Antonio, much smaller arena, with a 7-3. Okay? Then 3 checks in Denver, 8-1, 8-flat, 8-6. So that too is a smaller arena. And that means the start is going to be a little shorter. Here in Houston, you're going to have to let that calf out a little farther before you can begin pursuit because of the size of our arena.
Oh, I saw that little knuckle over the top of that calf there.
Wow. Wow.
That's all right. And now he goes to the lead by 6 tenths.
There's the loop Bob was talking about. It opens up at the very last moment before it goes on the calf. 1 wrap and a hooey, the gamble pays off, and he is now number 1.
So here's where we sit now, right? 8-7, 9-7, 10-9, 22-4. So with 4 guys to go, all you gotta do is do faster than 10-9, and you got a 50-50 shot of making it to our championship round.
And Boyd, we have watched the next man, Andy. Joel Braden Harris in San Angelo, Texas. We have watched him as probably, I'm going to say, one of the 3 smallest guys in here, that's by stature. He is a large talent. He is also a brother to Ty Harris. He saw Tywin in a 9-7 a moment ago.
And he's sitting right there beside him, Bob. That's his older brother, who is currently sitting second to advance, and now he's going to help his younger brother try to bump him to third, but hopefully not fifth.
Well, both of those men are men of faith. I promise you. Joel Harris has had a very interesting life for his young age. Watch, watch. Are they telling us something? All right, we're checking on something. We'll let you know in a moment. If Shane Henchy had no time enough. All right, Joel, let's get serious. In San Angelo, the last weekend every year in October, they have what is known as a Fiesta Rowing.
It's a big deal too, Bobby. Hey, I just want to jump in quick. They just told us Shane Hainsey's calf kicked free, so that 9-2 is not official. It's a no time for entry.
Not only tough luck battle, Joel Harris, 3 swings. Now let's get serious, guys. The horse is doing his job. Get out of there. Oh, I had a little trouble with the bounce, getting the flank in. A little hurt with the hooey.
There's a rhythm to your run, okay? And when there's slack in the rope as he tries to flank, his rhythm and timing of the run gets thrown off. So that's why you see when he gathers here, he's trying to go to the hooey. That bobble's going to hurt him at 10-2.
So, what we're looking at right now is an 8-7 by Chance Thiessen, a 21-year-old. Here's a 20-year-old that won this rodeo last year, and he has the fastest calf of the rodeo time so far. This is Riley Mason Webb with a 7.7 second run. He just needs to be 8.6 to take over the lead and thus guarantee himself a position in the Final Four.
This is our defending champion as well at Rodeo Houston, who took that title and went on to win a world title. Right, Riley? The slower calf, I don't know if he got out or not. And I think Riley's just going to ride forward because he knows he broke the barrier.
Well, did the calf cost him or did he swing too soon? You put it in your own words. Calf did not run hard, seemed just kind of ease and low out there. Oh, he rode good. Rode good like a record.
I think he expected that calf to break and run harder. And that's a heartbreaker for our defending champ. Might open the door. 10-9 or faster with 2 guys left to go. Here comes Marty Yates, a 29-year-old cowboy who's been in the national finals 9 times. You talked about that 6-Rogan Fiesta in San Angelo that you get to be a part of, Bobby T. He won it last year.
Well, he's won $1,900,000, a beautiful wife, a brand new baby girl. And the other day, he rode his horse down the freeway to get here because of traffic had him locked down.
That's wanting it. Yeah. He was 8-1 after he did that, Bobby T. Snuck off 6'10", looped down Kirby on this little sorrel steed, and then won his semifinals. Has to be quicker in 10-2 to guarantee himself a spot. Everything's coming together. Come on, Marty, finish the job!
Now to put him in the number 2 spot, and he went for 2 wraps.
Yes.
2 wraps and a half-inch. Knowing in his mind, he cannot afford to have that calf kick free like Angie did.
Right, if only having to beat a 10-9, he played it real safe and tied it the way they normally always do without the gamble of a wrap and a hoopie. So good play, he's guaranteed in. So is Chance Thiessen, he's guaranteed in. Ty Harris, he's guaranteed in. But his younger brother Joel is not. Chad Money Mayfield has to be 10-1, and we'll see him in the Final Four.
So is it a past world champ or the brothers from the Harris family that move on? Chad currently sits number 1 in the world. He's already won $100,000 this season. His fastest run came from semifinal 2 where he was 8-6. He's got the calf rope. Now he goes down line. Gotta get him up. String gather tie. 9-2 for Mayfield, and that means Joel will be knocked out.
Oh, wait a minute, boys. I'm hearing something in my ear.
Yeah.
I'm not liking it. There is a rule that the Cowboys made themselves. And it says if you tip a calf over between 11 and 1 o'clock, straight up 12, you are going to be flagged out. The guy that had the shot at doing it all, he's riding over to talk to a judge right now.
They just told us that he did jerk the calf down. That means it's going to be a no time for Shad, and he is not advancing to the championship.
And the brothers will be in the short 4 round. If we haven't convinced you yet, folks, this is the rodeo. 10-4. There he is thinking about it. Shane Hanchey, totally convinced of what he had to do. One and a calf to stay tied. You have just watched a very intricate and a great round in the tie-down calf roping in Houston, Texas. There's Joel. He'll be coming in on the number 4 spot. Oh, step away. Look at him like you own him. Hanchey's thinking about what happened. John Dowd said, I'm going to Huntsville, but I'll see you somewhere next week.
The great thing is, we will see a first-time rodeo Houston champion in the tie-down roping. Thiessen, Yates, Harris, and Harris. None of those Cowboys have ever won rodeo Houston, so we'll get a first-time winner when we get back to our shootout round. Thank you to Boot Barn for bringing us the tie-down roping.
This is the Rodeo Houston Super Series. Here's how it works. We invite 40 of the top competitors in each of our 8 events. They're divided into 5 Super Series. Each one of those events is 3 rounds. They conclude the 4 highest money winners advance to one of our 2 semifinals. There are 10 in each of the semifinals. We take the top 4 from semifinal 1 and semifinal 2 and advance them to the championship. The seats that do not advance from each semifinal round get another chance. They'll go to one of our wild card competitions. The winner from each wild card will advance to the championship. They join the others for a shot at the $50,000. And that's how the revolutionary Rodeo Houston Super Series works.
Inside the stadium, and that means the bareback Bronc Riders better have their hammers cocked. It's sponsored by Chef Rob, and he's back. This is Lake Berry. He won it last year on Yankee Defense. That horse is in the Final Four again, and Leighton is in the top 10. He's got a chance to defend his title, but he's going up against world champion Clayton Bigelow, reigning world champion Keaton Hayes, and then longtime veteran Caleb Bennett will be last to go.
All right, y'all get ready to watch 10 great horses and then 10 greater. Tanneros, Minnesota, and a Calvary champion horse. Look at those last 10 seconds today.
Washington. This afternoon, Tammy's going to post the first one at 85 points for the millionaire from Minnesota.
Here comes a Pete Carr bucket horse called Exactly Midnight. And we're running him underneath a world champion named Clayton Bigelow. This man won $107,000 at the National Finals Rodeo Las Vegas. You will hear us reference that many times when we refer to NFR horses or NFR qualifications. That's because it's our Super Bowl, it's our World Series. If you want to win a World Championship, you got to make it there. And if you're one of the horses that go there, you're one of the top 100 horses in the country. Right, Exactly Midnight underneath the 28-year-old.
They give a lot of money for this horse. In that hard sale. It's a black mare and she rides the box. And they've only run her twice since they won her in December. He was outstanding, one win, one buck off. Look at her. Look at her. She said, my Lord, let me have it. Exactly Midnight for the California. Okay, we got two guys on the board. He's a little shy. 76.
Quite nosy. So, what do you want to do there, Mr. Seiler, with this guy?
I wouldn't bet against Keenan Hayes. Not after the season he had last year. Came in as a Resistol Rookie of the Year in 2023. Ended the season as the world champ. He won $168,000 in Las Vegas at the National Finals Rodeo. And hasn't slowed down. He's won over $6 grand this year at Rodeo Houston. Got a horse called Circle Eyes from the Circle Eyes Circuit Championship Rodeo Company. They were 80 on this horse in Denver. I think we're going to be a lot more. Oh no! Getting locked to the side. That shows you how much power is underneath you, boy.
Whoa. Remember in the opening when I told you I didn't want to get on any of these horses? This is the reason why. This horse has got some moves and some drop. Now look, he's sitting on his rigging, but then when you see the daylight between his body and his rigging, that's when things start to get out of hand. Andy's point is right. He is strong enough to pull himself back up on that rigging. He'll move into the number 2 spot with an 84-point ride.
Nice. I'm going to change the order and go to Garrett Chadwell. Number 7 in the world standings and twice we've had him with us in Las Vegas. Boyd just had him in a big win in Denver, right over here in Hempstead, Texas. Now, this man has a degree, college degree in chemistry.
So glad to see him back too, Bobby T, after that terrible broken leg last summer. He's won the National Western in Denver the last 2 years, 2 years in a row, 23 and 24. That's why he's number 7 in the world.
That is not easy to do, gentlemen. You know the majors. It doesn't matter if it's Fort Worth, San Antonio, Houston, Denver, San Angelo. When it's the big ones, they're always tough to win back-to-back.
And he had to get here the hard way, Bobby. He came out of the wild card with an 87-point ride.
And the 2 rides before that, we had him in our Axiom Space wildest rides. I thought we were going to break him in half about 4 days ago.
Just in case you're wondering, you don't want to be in the Divine.
Garrett Chapel, Merrimack, Nebraska. I'd say she's more than party made to look at her. Oh, that is pretty superb, eh?
Man, that was Bob. The horse stayed close to the chutes. What I like is his toes turned out. When you saw that look from the camera up above coming head on to that horse, toes are turned out. The judges definitely want to see that. And he just moved to the top 2. Here's the look. See how those toes go left and right? They got him turned out as he rolls his spurs up to the rigging. Moves into the top 2, 84.5. Shampoo. So now 76 in Bigelow is on the chopping block. That's the measuring stick for right now. 80 to 76 or better.
We have shaken up this competition with veterans and up-and-coming youngsters like Nick Pelkey. Mondovi, Wisconsin, was 83 in the semifinals to be here. The man you just saw, Garrett Shamble, was 86 on this horse, Pearl Harbor in Denver. That was part of how he took the title. Come on, Pelkey. Let's be in the video.
flank man off the back, and then it just stayed that way. To get a horse that can just maintain consistency, got to do every time. 81 and a half, that'll put him on the bubble at the bottom. 81 and a half for the 23-year-old.
That kicks Blake Bigelow to the curb, and up comes a hot shot. I am a believer in Cooper Cook. This 21-year-old cowboy, look what he's done this year. 86 and 87 in Fort Worth, 87 and a half in San Antonio. He's got an NFR horse from the Surtees called On Second Thought. He's the number 3 ranked cowboy in the world. He's got to be more than 81 and a half. Got to be more than 81 and a half. Oh my God. Western Texas College. Coffee's getting to stay in the middle.
I think he spurs over the neck twice.
And I think that horses like you were talking about the other day in the bull riding, he's been having a guy bucked off earlier. He's like, what are you still doing on me?
But he's able to weather the storm after those feet flying from side to side. 84 and a half. He's tied for second and third.
Hey, we got a rough ride. Good job with 10 odds the first man out. Now let's go to a cowboy born and raised in the Woodlands.
Here we go.
He's home in Montana.
That's right, it's Richie Champion. He's a veteran. We asked him, do you still get nervous before you ride?
If I'm not nervous, I'm just wrong. I would rather be very uncomfortable with nerves, and I don't know, it just doesn't seem right to have that kind of money on the line and not be nervous about it. I feel like that's what makes this whole sport so great.
Well, the veteran cowboy's got an up-and-coming horse from the Surtees called King Dingling. They've already been 86 on this horse this year in Houston.
And this is 7-year-old in the Survey Brothers breeding program. King Dingling! That's the way you want it, Ricky. Turn your nerves loose. Folks, he was born and raised in the Woodlands as a hometown cowboy. He's won a couple of $1 million and deserves every one of them that he's won. But we're only going to get him at 84. The Dingling didn't ring for him today.
Dang.
81.
Yeah.
Damn you, Dingling.
So right now, the world champion, the reigning world champion, Keenan Hayes, is 4th at 84 points. That means the next 2 cowboys have to be more than 84, and if they are, they'll kick the reigning champion of the world out of the top 4. This guy can do it, he's done it before. He's a great Canadian cowboy named Clint Blay. He has won Rodeo Houston before. He's a 30-year-old cowboy, 2 trips to the finals, the horse, an NFR saddle bronc from the Surtees called Hitman. They win a lot of money in the fucking horse riding for saddle bronc riding. You don't see him on the ring very often, but Clint's trying to do what he can. I'm the Hitman. Remember, it's got to be 84 or more.
It's difficult too, boy, because he's left-handed and his horse is traveling to the right. So each and every time he's got to apply a little extra pressure to try and stay in the middle, and he will fall 1 point shy, 83 for Lay, with 2 more to sweat. Keenan Hayes is going to watch Caleb and Layton very closely.
All right, the veteran from Corvallis, Montana. Montana Circuit champion 10 times. A qualifier to Vegas. He's ranking in the top 30 right now. This is our Watson's William Wallace.
Great bucking horse piling. This rodeo's got to be on Caleb's bucket list. He's won Calgary, he's won all the big ones. He's not won Houston in that 35 years of age. He's going to win it. He needs to take advantage of it right now.
Well, this guy is a businessman. He's about to be a daddy. Everything in his world, born and raised in Utah, now living in Montana.
This horse also has a glass eye. That's why it looks blue, if you will. Okay? The eye itself is not actually glass. That's a term we use.
Right. It looks like a glass eye. That's why they named him Willie Wallace.
But this horse allows you to show off your spur stroke so well, and I can promise you, Caleb has seen this horse for years and knows what he's got.
Well, we've already watched him ride 3 of the greatest horses we've had here, and consistency would be my word for what he has already accomplished, just to get here on the final Sunday. All right, sucker up, put yourself down against that rigging. Montana fans on TV, cheer your name on.
other half on how well the cowboy rides. Judges will say 74, and that puts Caleb on the outside looking in.
So this is the drama with one guy to go. Either the world champion right there, that guy, gets kicked to the curb, and our defending champion, Leighton Berry, gets a chance to win it back to back. Or the reigning Houston champ does not score more than 84 points and the world champ stays in. This is Leighton Berry.
That is the consistency again of jump,
Wow.
Brings up like good 10 times in a row. Ladies and gentlemen, he is a Texan with 80 There's your boy. Well, here in Red Bulls, fight him. Time's down. You can work on that mustache whenever you want. The towns and all this good one. Jacko, I love the mouthpiece.
All of it was earned. The battle between these men and some of the best bucking horses in the world. All of it coming at the end of your arm. And a look of disappointment from a world champion. The elation from a man that moves on. And a veteran, a couple of veterans that look down. That's all right, Keenan. You're going to have plenty of chances. As Leighton flexes his muscles, he will move on to the Final Four here in Rodeo Houston for the second year in a row, followed by Moss, Cook, and Shambo. Thank you to Chevron for sponsoring our bareback ride. As another cowboy competition comes in, 2x2, team are open. Here in the Bayou City, it is Mrs. Bears and KHOU 11 that will help us give out the Spoils Award. Last year, it was Ren Richard and Jeremy Bueller. Fastest time on this championship Sunday. Garnered them 100,000 between the two. But what a talented field we have displayed for you.
Yeah, it's nice. But the first two teams to go, usually you get invited to Houston by being at the top of the world standings, but we do have qualifiers, like the Berlin Finals or the Fort Bend County Fair. These guys won the Fort Bend County Fair. 21-year-old Cash Duty, 25-year-old Ross Ashford, who was the 2018 resistance rookie year. They're going to get a leg in this first round, and it's doubtful they'll make the top four with that, but I'm never going to say never.
You know, I wrote it down just with the idea. We've seen a lot of strange happen in this arena in the Dream Open. Jesse Booz and Jace Steenholt. Jesse Booz, let's see what you can do today from White Cloud, Kansas. You've been a champion in Waco, won money here already in Jackson, Mississippi. That kid in the plaid shirt's only 21 years old. And his second-year rookie, Chase, at 24.
They qualified for the Berlin Challenge. So the first two teams will not rank. They got here to qualify. The first two teams are going to rope a leg. So a soft start. 6 and 8 turns into an 11 and 8. For Jesse Bowes and Jace Steenhook. Kansas and Iowa.
Lightning Aguilera and Jonathan Torres come in with the largest money total. Between the two of them, they won $17,000 here in Houston. Not too bad over the last 3 weeks. Lightning qualified to the National Finals Rodeo back in 2022. Jonathan has been there twice. Just because you won a lot before here doesn't mean anything for this afternoon. No time. Yikes.
Well, I don't want to be right, but I just said a minute ago that strange things happen in this game. Junior D's Aurora, South Dakota. He's in the top 30 in the bar qualifier.
You remember him from the wild card?
Yes.
He got routed and he didn't make it out of his semifinal in his championship round. So he had to go through the wild card where 6 teams competed and only 1 team could advance. And Junior D's threw a loop a country mile long, but even more impressive was Kobe Payne and his heel loop. Now, Kobe's already won Fort Worth with Clay Smith, so he's going for Houston, too.
All right, wild card boys. Coley Payne at the heels of number 2 in the world. Little better here today, Junior. Yeah, less than 24 hours ago, he was perfect with 2 in the loop. Penalty of 5, gonna put him in at 11 and 1. As of right now, first, second, and third all carry a penalty. All carry a penalty, but 7 to go.
So we've got 6 teams to go and 4 spots to fill. Clean run advances you, Jake Smith and Douglas Rich. They were 5-3 in our first semifinals. Would love to have that time right now. Hard running steer. Jake slides a little rope to try to help Douglas out.
And they rode the tail, too. See, they always give you a penalty if you miss a leg, it's 5 seconds. I say if you can roll both hind legs in the tail, they ought to knock a second off your time. Look at that. You got both hind feet and the tail.
I vote for you to make new rules.
Be careful, Bob. He's got some good ones, but there's some neat tracks too.
I've been living on his rules for the last 35 years.
All right, guys, let's go.
Andrew Ward, Tanner Brayton. Andrew the millionaire, past champion of the National Finals Rodeo. Tanner's trying to get there. We can help. 5.7. All he had to do was break down the dam. Now the water's flowing. That is now your top team.
So now we've knocked the team out. Jake Bowes and Jay Steven are gone. And there are 2 teams still advancing, roping 1 hind leg. Look out, here come the champions of the world. They won 2 world titles back-to-back in 21 and 22. This is Caleb Driggers and Junior Nogueira. Neither one of these guys have won rodeo in Houston. You are kidding me.
Oh no, strange things happen. All right, let's try this again. Just go rope 1 and 6, guys. 7 would be fine. Derek McGay representing the Navajo Nation. 10-time qualifier to the NFR number 5 in the world. Colder Todd, I know you're packing the right loop. He's a father, he's a husband, he's a cowboy from Wilcox, Arizona at the heel end.
We've asked him what his favorite things are. He'll tell you his favorite food is steak, his favorite actor is John Wayne, and his favorite book is the Bible.
That's a thing.
That's Golden Top right there.
All right, guys. Boyd said a minute ago, 7 would be fine, 6 would be better. Don't be trying to win go around. You just want to get into the top 4. Okay. This. He did it. Now, watch. Woo! That's a punch move, Arizona. Man, 11 and 8.
Yeah, that's too long.
Too long. That's cowboy right there, boy. Cowboy.
Okay.
Our
final 2 teams, all you have to do is be penalty free. A solid practice pit run. If you can beat 10 and 5, if the last 2 teams can be 10 and 4, they advance. Now one of those, the guy in the tie-dye shirt there, won this rodeo back in 2022. That's Jake Long. Clint Summers, the number 1 man in the world on the head side. That's the header. Now, these guys won 4 go-rounds at the National Finals Rodeo in Las Vegas, totaling $182,000. So if we're asking them to be 10 and 4, it's almost an insult.
And this is how they won it. It wasn't at the blackjack thing. They were 1 steer night for 10 nights in a row at the National Finals Rodeo in Las Vegas, and averaged nearly $19,000 a night per man. Altogether as a team, they won over $370,000.
Oh, boys, any way you want to look at it, when you're number one, you're a Houston champion, you know what it is to win $50,000. Summers at the head end. I watched that shot they had of him a minute ago. He was rolling. Yeah, now watch him. You talk about solid in the mind. Rides up to him, right? Can catch. Now, Jim. What we're asking for
question now is, will Cash Duty and Ross Ashford, who qualified by winning the Fort Bend County Fair and Rodeo Rosenberg, will they hold on to go to the Final Four? Or will JCEA Glow and Buddy Hawkins be faster than 10-5? That's what it boils down to. If this team is faster than 10-5, they are in.
There's a lot of Art and Jared team members watching us today on 3 different channels. Going, all I gotta do is go to Waco and win the permanent challenge. I won't be in the top 40 yet. Think about it. Perfect shot. Now be smooth. 6 and 2. They're actually going to end up in the number 2 spot behind Ward and Wade. 6 and 2. Team open. I'm going to tell you what, folks. It is the richest event on a quarter horse today in the world. We have sanctioned roping in 32 countries. Right here, as you look at that heel. Set him up. Come around the corner. Spin him for 2. Oh, that's the way you smoke them. Smoke them and then you don't get to. Well, everybody wants to be a champion on a Sunday. I like that shirt. Don't see those since about 1970.
When you roll like he does, nobody's going to question you. Andrew Ward, Tanner Braden, along with Yanko and Hawkins, Smith and Rich, Summers and Long, thank you to Mrs. Baird's and KHOU 11. They brought us the team roping.
It's time for the prom run. Outside the prom riding, you're going to love it today. We've been driving on horses, but I want to brag on energy transfer first. We talk about repeat performances for the last 2 years in a row. Sage Newman of Elstone, Montana has been the man, and he's going to be the first man out today. Then it's a right. Damian Brennan of Western Texas. Steve Thurston, 4-time the champion. My God, what a field, boy.
We're starting with a chip on a horse in Bucky Law. This horse Bucky Law is Newtown, North Dakota, back in 2022. When the defending champions Sage Newman, who's trying to three-peat since the Super Series was instituted in 2007. There's only been one person winning 3 years in a row, and that was Nancy Hunter in the barrel racing. Sage Newman is trying to join her as a 3-time champ, and he's on his way. 86.5. The new great start.
Now we're with the dynasty of the Wright family, Stackler Wright of Beaver, Utah. Young man's won Reno twice. He's number 1 in the world after winning Tucson. He's got a national finals bucket horse that they've been 92.5 on in San Antonio, and they hold the NFR record on this horse. Ricky Bobby. They were 93 on this horse in 2021, where they tied the arena record in Las Vegas.
One emperor. Stackler. He is Tony Wright's youngest son. By the way, Tony Wright won the bronc riding here in 2012. A dozen years ago, and now his son is trying to join him.
Dang.
Another nice ride, folks. You gotta like that. 85.5, and we are setting the bar real high right at the very beginning. There's Ryder. That's his brother, older brother, and he's loving it.
All right, rematches are good for you sometimes, but when you've been 88 points, like Damian Brennan has on this horse called Wild Cherry, bragging on the 6-time world champion graded coconut with the mare flavored cherry, will bring you and this West Texas College man a handful. Folks, he's an Aussie. He's a resist-all rookie. He just won forward. Look at the match he is winning. Aussie, Aussie, Aussie.
That kid is riding as good as anybody in professional rodeo. 167,000 you won the last
guarantee, but that has a very, very good shot of advancing, and that could be a huge payday for the up-and-coming superstar.
We're just talking to Keith Barrington from the Calgary Stampede. That was the Calgary bucket horse called Wild Cherry. Let's stay with Calgary. This is Birch Bubbles and a Canadian champion and the reigning world champion.
Zeke Thurston, Eckville, no, Big Valley, Alberta, and another Calgary horse. This is a 10-year-old Bay Painter, 86 at the finals, 89.5 in Fort Worth. He's a 2015 Houston champion.
Tough horse underneath him. Old Birch Bubbles of the Calgary Stampede, the Canadian matchup here in Houston. What kind of numbers are going to come together? 82.5, and that has the $2.5 million cowboy very vulnerable.
Yeah, we just left the four-time reigning world champion on the bubble. And look at the 6 guys that are left to go to try to beat that 82.5. If you're Zeke, you're not overly confident with this guy coming next. Ben Anderson is number 17 in the world. He's a 2-time NFR qualifier. At the Extreme Saddle Bronc Riding in Rapid City, South Dakota, he rode a horse for 89 points. Now this horse from Pete Carr called Up Top. Logan Cook was 85 on this horse in San Antonio. So that if he could be 85, he bumps in, but would still be in the number 4 spot.
It said 8 by what I'm looking at. I hope he made it.
Oh, you can't lose your stirrup, but I think he did make it, Bob.
Yeah, he's going to make it to the whistle. It's just these last couple of jumps. Yeah, at 79, he will not be in the top 4. So one Canadian survives another for the time being.
That's a great shot of Ben Anderson, especially, I always tell people, when you come to the championships in Houston, our Cowboys are so much more animated. I mean, they're usually so stoic, they don't show, new touchdown dances are so disappointing. But here, on a day this big, you'll see a little. South Dakota's Cole Elshier. You know that name, you know it's the name that many great bronc riders have carried. Guys like JJ, Ryan, Carter, all the Elshiers. Cole is a 4-time NFR qualifier, a bull rider too. Even a stuntman in the movie Floating Horses, he played Casey Tibbs. Married a beautiful lady out of Montana. Here goes Cole.
There was some serious ducks and dives early on. Right here, watch this horse switch back. But then from there, everything gets really nice. A top 3 score, 86 points for Elshier.
And bye-bye to Zeke Thurston. The world champion has been bumped from the Final 4. Cole Elshier moves into number 3.
Well, there's where the degree of difficulty, there's Zeke. It didn't work for me. The degree of difficulty of a horse has got it. Let's go to Roger Sanford, Andy. Sulphur, Louisiana.
The reigning Resistol Rookie of the Year coming on his first trip to the National Finals Rodeo. Last year, he won the Washington State Fair in Seattle, won the Cheyenne Frontier Days, and has got a National Finals bucket horse, Eliza Jane.
8 out of the 10 horses in this event were at the NFR.
They've been 86 on this horse in Fort Madison and here at Rodeo Houston. Ryder is getting aggressive, trying to beat that same mark. Now it's up to a judge's decision, Bobby T.
Well, for those who are watching, the reigning Resistol Rookie of the Year. And the man who was the Cheyenne champion is only going to bring him for 80. He's about 5 behind today. Good effort, though.
So if you were with us at wild card number 2, this man was able to celebrate with his friends that he won that wild card to make it to today. So yesterday's final wild card, Brody Wells was the winner in the bronc riding. Another NFR horse from the Calgary Stampede. This is Tokyo Bubbles. Wyatt Castro is 88.5 at Fort Worth. So Brody's got to like his chances. He's got to be more than 85.5. So he's got to be 86 to advance, and he's got a horse that you can do that on. There's your leaderboard. Lower left of the screen. It's Brennan, Newman, Elsier, and Statler, the #1 man in the world, on the chopping block.
Well, you said it with 88, 87.5. Forwards and come. Let's do it again today. Houston. Nobody give up, then. Nobody give up. Horse kept trying. Got a little stronger, and he did too.
And this is an up-and-coming star as you watch him push that hand forward. But today, he falls just shy, 82. He's 3.5 points short of where he wanted.
Oh my.
Oh my.
I feel like I'm right caught in the middle of the Wizard of Oz right now. There's some wind blowing. Okay, guys, Ken Taylor, that in Alberta, Canada. He won everything from Okeechobee, Florida to Reading, California last year. 22-year-old cowboy looking for his first trip to the NFR. Every rodeo Houston champion last year made it to the National Finals rodeo. So he knows if he can win this, his dream of riding to Las Vegas would come true. He's real. Nice horse from the surgeons. Just as honest as they come. Gives the cowboy a chance to show off. You're going to notice that every jump looked like the jump before. You see how that horse tucks his head down between his feet? Even though he's certainly a little bit to the right, just every jump is the same. 81.5. Not enough. Statler's got one more to sweat.
And he's worth sweating. The California superstar, 3 generations deep. I'm sure his grandfather went home and is watching today for Lefty Holman.
And this big roan horse, Larry Culpepper, is a National Finals bucking horse. Listen up, Logan Hay was 89 on this horse in Fort Worth. Lefty needs to be better than 85.5. This year he's going to break the $1 million mark. Big Larry comes out. Canadian born, now living in Texas. Watch the Pink Car bucking horse. What an outstanding animal athlete. I want you to watch the white boots of Lefty Holman. The California cowboy knows he has to be better than 85.5. He's going to do it. 87.5.
While the white boots came alive, Kid Rick Sunday afternoon. Lefty, you can smile if you want to. Oh, that's a good kid. Now you're looking. See Kirsten, he reared up, but he didn't get the rear back. Oh, Newman's trying. Here's Lefty again. Change of life. Those are changes of faith. Oh, reach in the middle, get it all. This has been a great pen of horses. You are not going to believe what you see in the tour round. They say it's good to smile, but when you just throw the horse for 88 to 90 points, that's worth the rare buy, boys.
There are your advancers to the shootout round. Brennan, Holman, Newman, and Elsier. Newman's got a chance to three-peat. Thank you, the Energy Transfer, for bringing us the Bronc Club.
We give, just like our steer wrestlers, as they dig in to see who's going to win it all, we want to say thank you to Mattress Firm. If you look back 12 months ago, you would have seen Dalton Massey took the biggest check of all, and we've got some deja vu. He's back to try and double dip. Massey will have to try and meet a very loaded field. Look out for Struxness, past champion Eldridge, and the elder statesman Blake Knowles is pretty hungry, Bobby T.
He's not that old, he's only 41. First guy to go is 24, half that age. He's from Perrington, Texas, Cody Nevers. Watch. Get a look all by himself. Oh, did anything go right for Cody? No. He is a graduate of Northwest Oklahoma State University in Oklahoma.
He loses that left horn. It's called the inside horn. And you you got to keep that in front of your chest. That steer was pressing him. The steer didn't give him much room to get down. What'd you do yesterday, or last weekend, excuse me? This guy won $100,000 at the American 1 week ago. We're talking about J.D. Struxtus, the football player, the wrestler, the 29-year-old Mountain Minnesota Cowboy. Here comes Struxtus. Same thing. Same thing. The inside horn are betraying our steer wrestlers. Again, the steer's pressing a little bit, going to the left. He has to jump. Can't hold on to that left horn, easy. Wow.
Well, to follow up your point, Boyd, we asked Dakota Eldridge, how do you research the steers that you get to draw?
You know, nowadays we can just call somebody that texts us a video or look it up on the road and do some app, you know, so the technology is amazing nowadays. Before we used to have to go back and watch the DVDs. I remember at the Cowboy Village we used to go back and watch the DVDs, but nowadays you just look them up on your phone.
Look them up, then run them, just like that. 4.6. The 2016 Rodeo Houston champ, Dakota Eldridge, has a shot at moving on.
I feel pretty good with you guys out already with a no time. That's 4-6.
I do believe maybe Tristan Martin's got that going through his mind as well. Arcadia, Florida, Prineville, Oregon, they're a long ways apart, but he won them both. He is ranked 20th coming in here tonight. Let's just see if he can go beat 4-5 and breathe easy. Louisiana fans watching today from afar. This kid's won over $600,000 at the age of 28. 6 foot, 210 pounds. Right here. Oh no, I thought he's going to lose it too. If somebody put Vaseline on the horns on these steers.
Talk about athletic ability. Watch how he gets back to this steer. Because a lesser man, if he was 5'11", he lets go of the steer. But that extra inch pulls him back up to put himself right where he wanted at 6 and 7. He's still alive.
We're going to go now to a man who has already won close to $10,000 here. But part of that is because he got another kick at the cat in the wild card. We're talking about Ty Erickson. He's the man, 4 world champion from 2019. He was our 2022 Super Shootout champ, 2011 Rookie of the Year. I believe he was like 4-4 in his wild card round to get out of there.
He did take a black right steer on the money down, reach across, anytime that you'll turn a steer over and not properly throwing, you gotta let him up, which he did. He's gonna be 8-1. That puts him 3rd at the moment. Right there, you can see it. That's gonna hurt. He knows it.
Yeah, that doesn't count, Bob. As you pointed out, he has to stand and back up before he can throw him to make it a legal run. But in strolls your defending champion of Hermiston, Oregon, Dalton Massey. He's number 2 in the world standings after splitting the win Fort Worth back in January, 1st of February. He's won over $7,000 here this year, but through his steer and semifinals won in a 4-3. 6'1", 200 pounds. He was one steer away from the world title. May Horse putting him in position. Finished the run. It won 5.4. That puts him number 2 and in the thick of it.
Okay. Gotta like how this is set it up.
4-6, 5-4, 6-7. Ty Erickson with an 8-1, and that dog fall is on the bubble. That's the man that they could beat. And Blake Knowles of Hefner, Oregon, could be the one. By the way, this is Butch Knowles' handsome son.
I'm glad you said that, Bob, because I saw him earlier today, and he said the kids, being he and his siblings, are out playing, while mom and dad are at home feeding the cows.
That's the way it works, buddy.
That's just how it should be.
All right, he's at $980,000. for the career. Today could do it, 50 grand and put him over the $1 million mark. Let's do it, let's go. Steer a little harder, slide, boom. 6 and 8. Well, that'll put him on the bubble now. Goes by Eric's now.
Yeah, all 6'3", 225 pounds of them. So look, 4'6" is winning it. This next cowboy, check this out. Stetson Jorgensen back in semifinal #1. Watch what this guy did. Don't think he can beat a 4'6". This is a 4 flat. The Hazer bumped the steer over so he could catch him. And now the number 5 ranked cowboy in the world. The Bachman to go. Steer set up. He ready. There we go. 5 flat. Puts him in the number 2 spot. That bumps Knowles and Erickson out and puts Tristan Martin on notice.
It's pretty fast, Andy. 4'6" to a 6'7". Still room, boys. There's still room for more.
Well, the last 2 cowboys to go, 25 and 24 years of age. Walt Arnold came from the wild card competition where he was 5-1, our second wild card. Coleman, Texas, for the Tarleton State standout, who won the college title back in 2022. He's currently number 8 in the world standings, looking to get to his first national finals rodeo. Watch as he sets his bay horse. Just a rattle of the gate. It's smart. He wants to make sure that steer is standing, facing to the north. He resets his horse. He was close to the barrier line, a long reach. Has to be quicker than 6 and 7. Oh! He's going to tie it. Because of money won, he wins the tiebreaker, and he is now on the bubble with that 6 and 7.
Ooh, how close to that barrier was he? Now you talk about letting one back. That's exactly what he did. And even though that steer was tough to fall, for now, Arnold only has to sweat Tucker. Now, Tucker was coached up by Luke Branquino. He's a stuntman out in California, works as a stuntman in the movies. 24-year-old cowboy, his resume includes wins at San Angelo, Dodge City, and Salinas. Got to be 6'6". if he wants to advance. He's won 5,000 so far in Rodeo Houston. He would not win the tiebreaker, so he's got to be 6'6". There's the knot. Here we go.
Yep.
We can hear you. Come on, 5.1. That is going to put him in the number 3 spot. And now we'll have 2 past champions trying to make it to their second Rodeo Houston championship. One thing about steer wrestling, often referred to as bulldogging, it's not about age, it's about ability. It's can you hang on when things get tough? And let me tell you, things got tough for Ty. Working on it, Arnold thought there was a chance, but the last guy beat him, the world champion Erickson, will not get a second crack, but the California stuntman will. Dakota Eldridge, the 2016 Rodeo Houston champ, will join Stetson and the reigning champ in the final spectator matches for bringing us the steer wrestling. Oh, check this out, folks. As we welcome you back. You don't think that horse likes his neck being stretched? Check it out. Oh, yeah, that's the spot. You got it, that's the spot. They're scratching him outside, but inside we're setting up for the horse race of professional rodeo. The WPRA Barrel Racing. Brought to you by our friends at S&P Engineers and Constructors. Our defending champ did not return due to injury. Jordan Briggs has won this rodeo the last 2 years in a row, but could not defend. So we'll have a new Rodeo Houston champ. It might be somebody who's won it before, like Cassie Mountain. We'll have to wait and see. World champion Haley Kinsel, lots of talent. Let's start with Megs.
From the Treasure Valley of Marzine, Idaho, Megan McLeod Spray has won $6,000 as Jagger gets around barrel number one. Let's see what kind of moves Jagger has. 2 turns in.
Come on, girl.
Final one. It's all speed from here, Megan. Full steam ahead at 14:59. That is her fastest run of the rodeo when she needed it the most.
While running on the top of the ground after winning the go-round in the Super Series, that is the way to set the bar and make everybody else make a mistake. Haley Kinsel, Catula, Texas, a multi-millionaire yellow horse, and a little lady that's a jockey beyond all expectations. Texas A&M Aggies. Go, go, go. Wow. 14-1. That's just 3/10 off the lead.
Yeah, good. That'll be close. I think she has a chance, but definitely no guarantee. Let's go to Stevie Hillman. She was 14.62 in her semifinal. So Hillman, an 8-time NFR qualifier. She's done it consecutively. She can match that 14.62. That'd be a solid run. Let's help the Wonderful Texas Cowgirl. Yeah, 14.79. That's going to move her into the number 2 spot. With 8 left to go.
Sissy Wynn of Chapman, Texas, another Texas A&M standout, was 14.64 in our first wild card. That would put her number 2 right now in the long strided Sawhorse. 2-time NFR qualifier from Chapman, Texas. The Lone Star Lady in the wild on the second one. Come on, Sissy, we need pure return.
Yeah! Come on!
Clock says 14.76. That puts her number 2.
All right, no Texas this time. Andrea Busby, the Busby Quarter Horse Ranches at Millsap. Folks, she's a Mountain States champion. In the circuit, she's a giant champion. Oh, I love this little round horse to the left. Now back to the right. North Texas, you gotta help her. I did say Texas. Go! Oh, yeah. 14.90. Nope.
Gotta be 14.81. And if you are, you'll be dropping Haley Kinsel, a 4-time champ of the world, from that lineup. So, we'll take a moment to groom the ground. Here's your top 4. Megan McLeod Spray, 14.59, as Amy pointed out, that's her fastest run of the rodeo. Sissy Wynn, a national finalist, who what? She won $121 grand in Las Vegas. Stevie Hillman won $63 grand in Las Vegas. Kinsel, number 3 in the world with the co-champion at Denver. As we take the time to make sure the ground remains even. Such a big and important day. As I said earlier, every champion of Rodeo Houston from a year ago made it to the National Finals Rodeo. So you're almost, by winning Houston, you're literally almost seeding yourself into the NFR in Las Vegas.
Now, I don't want to ask you to gamble with me because I'm running out of cash, but what do you think it's going to take to be in the top 4?
In this event,
Yes.
I think, man, I think that 14.76 is solid. I think it's in. I'm not sure about a 79 or an 81 because there's just a lot of talent left to come. Namely, Lockhart, Jones, Mowry's had the fastest run on the rodeo in a wild card round, and she ran a 14.4. So let's see it with this one.
Lisa Lockhart in semifinals 2 was 14.81. So she's got to be even better than that if she wants to stick around. Starts with a left-handed turn, it's still up, keep going. 2 right-hand turns to finish it for the winningest cowgirl of all time. Over $3 million. Go, Lisa, go! 14.73. And that
14-73. Now you can touch them, you just can't tip them, okay? If they knock over, it's a 5-second penalty. Let's go. The Paige Jones, the two-time champion Cody, went to her first finals last year. She's got to be 14-79 or faster. 14-79 or faster. Come on, y'all, cheer along. Ready up for and whoa! 14-71 moves her into second.
Well, it must be a little St. Patrick's Day miracle we need. Cassie Mowry of Dublin, Texas. Different kind of shamrock. She's been 14-43 to win wild card number 2. A past champion Rodeo Houston. Come on, Cassie. She knows the format, loves it. 2 turns in. The bay horse has got to give chase here. Come on, Cassie. 14-98. She'll be on the outside looking in.
Okay, Hale. Here's the good news. She ran a 14-76 in semifinal 1. She's got to do that or better. A 1/100th of a second better. 14-75 to make it to the top 4. Redcrest, California on the move. On Houston, Texas soil. And that 5 seconds will do her in. A little love right there.
All right, there could be a spoiler and kaboom back in. Ski-Tuck, Oklahoma. Here is an NFR qualifier in Leslie Smalago. Bring it up. We're going to be 14:59. 8 to go to the lead. 75. But, oh, to get a big competition win. Look at Cassie today. Round 1 perfect. Pick it up on 2. In semifinal 2, she ran a 14-76.
Wow. Wow.
Save the race for last and the longest round. 14-51. That's awesome. That is awesome.
That's just amazing. So it's all about staying in sync. That's the winningest barrel racer when it comes to money. In professional rodeo history at $3.5 million, but we saved the best for last. With Leslie Smalago, the past champion of Cody in 2022, who won Red Lions last year, the Red Road and Busby with a 14.90. Mags has been finished second, wearing St. Patrick's Day green. There are your 4 finalists. That's going to be some good watching.
Thank you to S&B Engineers and Constructors for bringing us the ladies in the barrel race.
Get ready for Tiana Gray, Jackie Crawford, 23-time champion of the world. And here comes the reigning champion
of Rodeo Houston, Haley Williams, Sticky, and 3-8. Level of confidence, Mr. Seiler, on a 3-8.
Not high.
Okay.
Yeah, I love this young lady. I love her family. Grew up around her dad and her grandparents, but I don't think 3-8 with this field will advance.
Well, 3 flat.
Yes.
All right, well, that's what Willow Wilson, the number 12 ranked breakaway roper, did in semifinals 1. She was 3 flat girl runner today, and that's going to be in no time. Remember, in the breakaway roping, the rope has to pull tight around the calves, neck, and shoulders. So, tough luck for Willow.
The winningest cowgirl this year at Rodeo Houston is the cowgirl that's on your screen, Macy Young. Boy, talk about her in the open, Bobby T. She's won every time she's back in the box. $12,000 up to this juncture.
Well, she hasn't been 3 yet. It's all come under that. Until she gets it again. 2.7 on all the runs. Put the smile out there. Now, guys, you got something to run at the top. 2.7 for the lady from Whitman, Arizona.
So why don't we just run in the reigning world champ that was 2.3 in her wild card run? Let's go.
Okay.
The 4-time national finalist, the reigning world champion breakaway roper, who number 1 with a 2.3. Shelby Mosley mentioned slow calf. Oh, you'd think having a slow calf would be helpful, but it's not. Yeah, it's not, because first of all, she's going to get the barrier because this calf broke so slow that they didn't trip the barrier, and then she's like, this is crazy. Wow.
Portales, New Mexico, the hometown for Miss Tiana Gray. Tiana was 3 flat in our first semifinal competition. Cowgirl won the rodeo in Artesia, New Mexico. Past college national finalist. Right, for those of you that may be new to our sport, you start in the junior levels. You go to high school rodeo, then on to the college national finals held every year in Casper, Wyoming. Cowgirl's been there before. Now it calls the sandy part of the land of enchantment Peanut Country. That's Portales, New Mexico.
You know something about that, being a peanut country guy from Florida.
Just a little bit.
Anybody who don't like peanuts, I don't think they'd like me. I love them. On Tiana.
NFR Open, hosted by the Pipespeaker Bus.
There's your number.
He was there. Won the title.
Bingo, 3-4. Hello, number 2 spot.
Yeah, and her odds increase without with the I think a 3-2 or a 3-1 will have a long shot at making it. But I bet you got to be 3 flat or under before we go to that.
Jordan Joe Hollabaugh. She was here a year ago on this final day. She just won $25,000 at the American. One of 2 sisters born and raised on a horse outfit in Pueblo, Colorado. Look at that Cheyenne belt buckle she wears. That's good.
Well, the reason I was nervous about those times you were pulling out, here's the qualifying times for the last 5 ladies. 3-3, 2-8 3 times, and 3-1, so they can do it.
Oh, start out anyway. All right, Kev. Yeah, Kev gonna turn duck off. You're okay. Grab a smile on, you're okay.
Jackie Crawford of Stephenville, Texas, the most decorated cowgirl in the history of the WPRA. 23 world titles, number 4 in the world standings, and she qualified for the semifinals with a 2.8.
And how cool, lady, would it be for her to join her husband Charlie as a rodeo history champion? Get out, love it. 3.1. Crawford goes to the number 2 spot.
Well, the pressure's on. 2-7, 3-1, 3-4, 3-8 on the bubble with Hallie Williams, our reigning champ. 2.8 wild card number 2. Yesterday afternoon, I think it was last night, no, yesterday afternoon, is what she won that wild card with. Abilene, Texas. No, did not blow around the nose, and when it did, the cat stuck a leg in it. That's not a legal catch in no time.
Maybe allowed to said to you, after 8 months, we only have 4 qualified runs, 4 times. You said, no, you might have a broken barrier or 2, but we're going to catch more than 4 out of the first 8.
I agree wholeheartedly. I mean, you got 3 world champions, a past Houston champion, and you've got 5 of the top 30 cowgirls in the world out of these 10. Now, here's the champion of the Calgary Stampede of Alba, Oklahoma, Miss Taylor Munsell. She was 2.8 in semifinal number 1. On the bubble is our defending champion.
So, we had the time. I'll tell you about the surgery she had to have done on her shoulder. Her rope in the shoulder. Nice job. Second and third, nice. I mean, she tracked that calf. This calf was going to go left. friendly at all. But she tracks him and does a great job throwing her rope and making a 3.1 run. She is definitely in. She has made the Final Four. The question is, will Tiana Gray make it?
Ricky Fanning will help you make that decision. Tiana Gray was a 3-4. She's at the bottom on the bubble. Ricky Engeser Fanning. He has assisted the ropes equally as well. She was 3-1 in semifinals 2-8. But she broke the barrier. Oh my. That hurts. That hurts a lot. Miss Gray Horse has performed so well. I think she knew it by the time she parked Old Gray. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been an awesome afternoon in the long run. Get ready for Macy Young, Taylor Munsell, Jackie Crawford, Tiana Gray. There is the run of a bad draw for Jordan Joe. Hallie, it's been fun, and you've been a great champion. That is Journey's mom right there.
Here's who's advancing. We're going to have a brand new champion. Will it be Macy Young, Taylor Munsell, Jackie Crawford, or Tiana Gray? Thank you to Oxy for bringing us the breakaway ropers.
I'm Jeff Askin. I'm here at Rodeo Houston competing in the bull riding because I'm tough and durable and ruggedly handsome. Part of what keeps me held together is the sports medicine team. But it's a great thing that Houston Methodist provides that sports medicine team, picks them up, tape them, and get them feeling better so that they can compete with me, the tough guy.
Everybody's happy, because we're back, and there's holes in the bucket chutes. And no matter, sometimes this is good, sometimes it's bad, but either way you're going to like it. Bull riding at Rodeo Houston, sponsored by Rock and Roll Dental. Last year's champion is injured, Guy Hamilton. He would go on to win the World Championship, but an injury would preclude him from competing and trying to defend his title. When you look at the lineup, there are no World Champions and no Rodeo Houston champions. Somebody's going to have the biggest win of their career today.
Play baseball with this, Jeff, when
Now
I was
who's going to
younger.
help those bull riders make sure they get away safely? First on the left of your screen, it's the greatest of all time, the one and only Dusty Toughness. In the middle, the Wyoming Cowboy and a national finalist, Mr. Nate Justice. And the man on the right, that is the fastest man on cleats, Bo Sheets.
Ladies and gentlemen, then there was one, the one and only Leon Coffey. Hey folks, hold on just a second, Leon. You know, he's been a fixture at the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo for over 30 years. Yep. Today is the last time that he crawls inside that barrel at Rodeo Houston. But, hang on, he's not going anywhere. Leon will always be a part of this member and our rodeo family. He'll be with us every day. Doing things that mean the most to him and making people happy.
Thank you, Leo.
The Hall of Fame. Let's hear Leon Coffey.
We're just glad he's on our team.
Thank God they only made one.
Thank you, Leon.
He is the ball. All right, Tim Shot, you were here last year on this championship day. The man with the best mustache in pro rodeo. Check it out, the lower left of the screen. Okay, he's a four-time Badlands Circuit champion bull rider. He's got a bull called Chore Boy, and his weight was 85 points in his bull here.
that left foot comes loose from Chance. Great job again, as Boyd pointed out. Our bullfighters, Johnny on the spot, but a no score for the first man to try. Chance Johnny.
All right, Greg Richardson, in the last 48 hours, you have impressed me twice. Ladies and gentlemen, he was a wild card winner. Comes from over in East Texas in Jasper. This little bull today is only 5 years old. On the turn back to the right. His name is Ramrod. They've already bucked him twice here, and he bucked them off, boy, both times.
Folks, this bull's only been bucked 8 times in his life, but nobody has ridden him. So we can make history. This bull has a 100% buck-off rate. But if Brady Richardson of Jasper, Texas, rides this bull in Houston, Texas, he will make some history as the first man to ever ride the Ramrod. Now, he was 84 points in a bull called Mayhem. And that bull caused his thing, but he got away from him okay. Let's see what he can do on the Ramrod. Jay Strauss Claire, Tony Fields. Come down. Oh, this bull stepped right on his spine. There's no vest there. Most shots offer a little protection, but not much. Watch this. Right there.
I'd have got him in time.
Did he have the belt buckle?
I can't believe this is going to leave a mark.
Thank God for belt buckles.
Yeah, hit him in the belt buckle. That could have been a lot worse.
Well, the next cowboy you're going to see, Josh Frost, had to get on 3 bulls in the wild card. We asked him about it.
It was honestly awesome. Coming back from an injury, and the first couple bulls here didn't go good, so I guess it just took him to ride him 3 and back to back to get everything warmed up. But we've just been building momentum every chance we get. We're ready for the finals.
Well, they're probably disappointed they let this guy sit there.
Yeah, I know, this is white flags underneath him. If you're right foot over, it's worse. You try to ride bulls with your feet come loose, your bum's gonna go away. There's your bullfighters. That bull looks like he's mad, but he's been talking to him.
He's slobbering. That bull is slobbering. See the slime coming out of his mouth. All right, Roscoe Jarbo, what has he done this year? 88 at Bull Lands, 89 at San Antonio, but he's been nursing an injury here at Rodeo Houston. This bull's called Full Set. Bucked off Brady Richardson in Creek Young right here at Rodeo Houston. We're looking for our first qualified ride on the championship day. Roscoe needs to get to the whistle because in order to advance on money, he's only sitting there at $27.50. He's got to get to the whistle.
They mark this bull 45.5 points. It's a run for folks, that's hurting. His core has been ripped. And you watch a man with that kind of pressure on him. You talk about Ryan Steele for 74 points. The first qualified ride of the day. Roscoe Jarbo.
They don't like that 74, but folks, as a friend of mine used to play, a little bit is better than nada, okay? And he's at least on the board, which gives him a chance. Now we turn to TJ Gray, Klamath Falls, Oregon. This is a rematch. He's had this bull twice this year. Once here in Super Series 3, and once at the National Western. The bull has bucked him off twice. The number 11 man in the world is going to try to get even. TJ Gray, very Oregon. For the third time he is on. Bucking off the Super Series 3 in 4 points.
Okay, Dustin Bouquet, Burn, Louisiana. Now get ready. This little black-faced bull's been out 76 times. Highest marked bull in Denver this year. They call him the Soccer Mom. Let's see where that works. Now you got a 30-year-old bull rider, number 9 in the world, who's 19th last year. He's qualified as the champion in Waco already this year. In Super Series 4, Braden Richardson got bucked off this bull. That'll tell you just how good it is. Awful quiet in here. Could be.
When the bull turned back, he had to come back down with his free hand just to save himself. The bull's turned back to the left on the right-handed bull rider. It's away from his hand. But look at his feet. He does a great job of keeping his feet up on the rope until the bull throws that belly roll at him. That wasn't any fun at all for Dustin Bouquet. Now look out. This could be money, folks. Greg Young won $100,000 last week at the American in Arlington. The Rogersville, Missouri Cowboys, number 2 in the world. Midnight Flyers. That's the name of the bull. Turn it back to the left. Under Greg Young. Still. That's your third qualified run out of the finals. And Greg Young. When you ride him like this, you'll get a score that matches your talent to the top of the board, 86.5.
You watch the super talent from a resistance rookie 3 years ago, and he went right on to the NFR. That kid can ride, he's going to continue to do it. All right, Tristan Hutchings. This is a rematch. He was 80.5 points on this bull here. Folks, this kid from Montview, Idaho, has been a big champion in a lot of places out west. Red Bluff, California, to be one of them. But this bull has already bucked off the world champion Cody Teal right here at Houston. His number is 9. They call him Broken Dream.
Of the 5 times he's ridden, 4 times were by left-handed cowboys. So the good news is Tristan rides left-handed. Well, this guy won the college national championship almost 3 years in a row, but he won it his sophomore year and his senior year. He finished second in his junior year. At the 2022 NFR, he won 4 go-rounds. That's like hitting 4 home runs in a World Series or scoring 4 touchdowns in the Super Bowl. It is so tough to do. When you do it, it's just sets you apart as a dominant performer. Hutchins, 24 years old, 5th year as a pro, 2 trips to the national finals on Broken Dreams.
I do not believe we have seen the best of Tristan Hutchings yet. And once he rides his bull, he'll jerk that helmet off. He'll give you a thumbs up, so help him ride right now.
I didn't see it because the dang guy was in the way.
This is what we say. 1 jump. Oh, no championship.
That was like cracking a bullwhip right there.
Watch both seats step in front of this bull's right horn. Right here. He said, here, take me. Good job, bull fighters.
Yeah, that bull was going to take a victory lap. So here come our pickup man as Tristan tries to regain a little bit of where he's at. See that bottom hook on that bull? There's Dusty Tuckness taunting.
He said, remember who I am. I'll go when I want to.
So Tristan is still in the top. Tristan is still in the top 4 on money won. So $9,000 if nobody else rides, Tristan would make
Never seen that before.
But one more qualified ride, and Tristan would be knocked out of the championship shootout.
Anybody here from Montgomery, Texas?
The county, not the town.
Here is your 19-year-old Terrence Mills. The bull, easy to ride. Sorry. His name is Mellow Yellow.
Sounds like a drink.
Bull's going, I thought you were ready to go. He's just gonna jump right up.
Excuse me, the only time he's ever been ridden was by Cajun Brush for 85.
Little Bull Theory, is he hot swing on one sore foot? Little Bull Theory, watch his bull. This bull knows what he's doing. He goes, I didn't work, belly rolling and dropping.
Yeah? You don't think they can, if they can feel a fly on their head, so they swat the tail at it, you know they can feel a 150-pound cowboy. That scare you a little bit, Leon? Yeah. It's okay, buddy.
All right, let's go. Jeff Askey's up. That's my boy.
Jeff Askey.
Let's go, Jeff.
What a resume. But Rodeo Houston for a 36-year-old bull rider, folks.
Yeah. Let's go, Jeff.
And this guy is getting better every year. A 6-time national finalist. He's got a bull called Dirty Mike. He had this bull in sights.
No, we live in White Oak.
Oh,
no
cool.
Yeah, the JC Rubio.
Yeah, that gear right there, I played against
Dirty Mike is 42-17.
Come on, let's go, let's go. Come on, Jeff. Come on, hang on. Damn, dang it. So close. Damn.
Look at the look on his
Dang it.
One more round would have done it. Everything in good shape, that left foot a little loose. Right here, no, right foot
Dang.
loose. When your head comes back, that rips your core wide open. Give me my hand for the try, folks. Give me my hand.
Good job, Jeff.
That's a great try. Well, Leon, it's been a great day, my friend. No tears. Look at this. What can you do in 8 seconds to win $50,000?
You'll put your body at risk. That's one of the things you'll do. And like I said, in the bull ride, it's either really good or really bad. Either way, you'll enjoy it. Right on the belt buckle. You talk about a gut punch. And Roscoe, well, it's all started with a 74 ride. And that 74 ride was going to be good enough to give him a chance at the 50,000. Oh, never welcome. Even though he's injured. Thumbs up. The elations are real. Here are your advancing Cowboys. Creed Young, TJ Gray, Roscoe Garbo, and Tristan Hutchins based on the money. Okay, folks, shootout time. The 4 men that are left standing, sponsored by Boot Barn, in the tie down Rosie. It will go in this order. Joel Harris, Ty Harris, Marty Yates, and Chance Keeson.
Here's Joe. In about time, it's going to be quicker than anyone's in the first round. He's out.
Bobby T, sure notice. If you want to win Rodeo Houston, you're going to have to be faster than 8-2. What a great day for one of the youngest guys here, 21 years old. And man, he was a man on a mission. Andy?
We go from the younger brother to the older brother. San Angelo is proud of these two Harris boys. Ty Harris has been to the national finals 5 different times since his rookie season back in 2018. But the question is, which brother gets the biggest payout on Championship Sunday? As Ty rolls in, he's got to be quicker than 8.9 two to try and take that $50,000 payday away from the younger Joel. Times 180,000 coming up to this point. He was 9-7 to qualify to be in our Final Four.
I can't see Andy, and I don't know if you can either, but are Joel and Ty riding the same horse?
It looks as if they are, yeah. He just stepped off, and now his brother steps on. So this shows you the brotherly bond. Joel did his job. He said, all right, bro, now I'm going to help you out. Gets his rope put around the saddle horn. So he will spin this bay horse around. Take one more deep breath. San Angelo, in a lot of places in the rodeo world, is the tie-down roping capital of this great nation. The only place where I've ever seen a standing ovation for this event, as the two brothers from Tom Green County will now battle it out to take one of the most coveted titles in our sport.
And you know if he's got to get beat, if Joel's got to get beat, he'd prefer it be tied.
8.1. There's an off the head. He gets out from behind the barrier line. The catch is good. Can't stand him when he gets there. Texas tail.
Wow! 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 Wow!
Here's the thing. If they hold on and tie,
Wow.
they're both got to look another tap.
Wow.
Which means that main horse has got to make 2 more runs if we're stuck with the tie. Oh, it's so awesome. You can't script that. Hollywood couldn't script that.
Wow.
I don't think that main horse would mind that I'm ready to make 5 in a row like that. All right, let's go north to Erath County. Texas again, Marty Yates. Ladies and gentlemen, this could be the run today to put him over the $2 million mark. $2 million. Fiesta champion, every major rodeo champion in America, and a few in Canada as well. You talk about intense. Let's do it. Now they're going to watch him on the ground. Here's where he's going to make up for it. It's got to be a wrap and a hook. He's out of there. 8-7. I was hoping for an 8-2.
Me too.
That's still worth $17,500.
Dang, $17,000
as a third place finisher. That's where his total money would be at. Oh, Yates. With the 8-7. Gives way to the final man to try to make this happen. Folks, as I said, this will be the biggest win of this young 21-year-old Cowboys career if he can tie calf at 8-1. Chance Thiessen, Elk City, Oklahoma. As I told you before, he was 7-3 in San Antonio. He was 8-1 at the National Western in Denver, and he was 8-flat at the National Western in Denver. So, you're saying there's a chance. Yes, there is.
I don't know how many of you ever watched this type of bracketed competition, and then it's all round behind the lawn. No. I want you to pay him off, folks. I really do want you to pay him. He's 21 years old. He's going to be back.
Wow. So we've got a little sibling rivalry. A little sibling rivalry that's going on. So let me tell you about Joe. He grew up just like Ty, roping calves, and then once he graduated high school, he sold all his horses because he wanted to go on a mission for Christianity. He wanted to help go preach the word.
Yes.
And he got the vision that, hey, you know what? I could do this better if I went back to roping. His brother Ty never quit roping. He won the college national championship as a freshman. He won the Resist All Rookie of the Year. But Joel has just picked his ropes and his horses back up about 2 years ago. So this is the younger brother that's going to try to put some pressure on the older brother.
They've done this in practice many times and times. Watch a little bit horse do his work now. Get him out. Over. Hurry. He's going to go for the safety. 2 rounds and a half inch.
Yep. There might be a barrier here too. But he didn't, to your point, Bob, he didn't go for the wrap of the hoop.
Yeah, barrier.
He wasn't taking a chance there.
Dang it.
Well, when you're going to try to... he broke the barrier. It's going to be a 19-2.
Dang!
I'll just tell you one thing. He can still preach the word.
Yep.
On the rodeo tour.
So I've had this happen here before with a guy by the name of Ryan Watkins. Okay? All Ty has to do is rope a calf in under 19.2 seconds.
And break
What
the
the other
barrier.
guys did is it doesn't matter anymore. Their times weren't fast enough to win it in the 4 rounds. So all Ty has to do is beat Joel. And that means tie a calf in under 19.2 seconds. Now, you would think that's easy, but that really puts more pressure on him than anything. I would expect him to let this calf out a little bit and to make sure he doesn't break the barrier. There's the jerk line. That's the picket string that he'll tie the calf with. The jerk line in his belt, when he runs down the road, it's connected to the bit of the horse and will give soft tugs on that horse. Because of the humidity in South Texas, they want that rope to slide through their hand. And so they're using the baby powder to make sure that their sweat doesn't bind up their rope. All right, brother's going to stay right there with you. What I can tell you is the Harris family will be celebrating tonight.
He's got out of there. He's still the catch good. I don't make any mistakes.
Oh, dang. Oh.
9-6. That answers
Dang.
all questions.
Yes, it does. He was sure to clear the calf, make sure he had a chance to stand on his own, did the full wrap, didn't risk anything, and he is now going to have won at Rodeo Houston, folks. That man at this rodeo will win $58,000. His brother will win $27,250.
Wow.
So between the two of them, they will have won over $85,000. The two Harris brothers from San Angelo, Texas. And it was Ty Harris first, Joel Harris second. Yates gets the 10 grand, Thiessen 5,500. And on the arena floor, they're gathering everyone for the presentations. It's such an emotional moment in the athlete's career. I will guarantee you this will rank up there with Ty Harris, with the American, we're $1.5 million. And let's go down to Patty Smith. She's got Ty.
I certainly do. Ty, can you even begin to take us through the emotion of what you're feeling right now?
I can't even explain it. Last year, my brother fell off here, and it hurt me so bad to watch that happen to him, and he had a long year after that. Getting to see him have success and seeing his emotion and the run he made, it was so hard for me to just settle myself and make my run in that long round. And I was more excited about him at his age too than mine. So I'm so thankful for the crowd, everything we've got going on here. And Houston Rodeo doesn't get much better than this. So thank you to everybody.
We would obviously scripted any better than that, you know, two brothers like that, and to see the jubilation on both of your faces, sharing a horse. You're calling him back saying, "Bill, I need my horse back."
I can't even describe it. Earlier we were getting ready and I said, "Man, let's just tie and have a rope off." We already won first and second at that point, and he kind of chuckled, but it actually happened. So this is what dreams are made of, and I'm just so thankful to be a part of it.
All right, well, let's look up here and take us through your ride and take us through what winning $50,000 looks like.
So he broke the barrier. I probably should have laid off a little more than that, but I didn't want to safety up too much. My great horse Mo was awesome all day. He got 6 runs. I just wanted to make sure they stood the calf up, took a deep breath, and tied him down, and collected my $50,000.
What does that cowboy do with $50,000 now? Where does that take you?
I go to every single rodeo I can get to and try to make it to the NFL and rope for a gold buckle.
All right, well, congratulations.
Good luck.
Give it up for Ty Harris.
Heck yeah, baby. Good job.
Ty Harris, congratulations. That man Phillips, our champion. his family, and our president, Mr. Chris Bowman.
That is Lindsay Chastain from Boot Barn. She's the events manager at Boot Barn, standing with Chris on her right. And there it is, folks. Boot Barn brought you the tie-dye roping at Rodeo Houston throughout the entire run. Austin Berry, all in the running.
Sadbot Cook, Austin Berry.
All right, we made a comment a little earlier about the whooping that this man has taken. Talking about Garrett Chatbolt, Merriman, Nebraska. We had him in the high flying. We've done everything we can do to try to hurt him. He has a beautiful family, but he's already coming in here with $6,750. What are you going to do to try to add 50 to it? A lot of people don't understand. They won $8,000, $9,000, $10,000, $12,000. That money goes on top of it, goes home. Here's a horse they won the rodeo on a year ago. They've been 90, but 4 times on this horse.
87 and a half.
On him the other day. Chatbolt, right close. 87 and a half.
Good job, dude.
I'd say that's a pretty strong start, boy.
It is, but it's not uncharacteristic for a 90 to win this, so we'll have to see what we're able to dial up. As we go now, the horse called Disco Party. This is an 8-year-old mare out of a world champion bucking horse named Greg Coconut. This horse bucked off Blake Bigelow in San Antonio. Tanner Ross has had the horse twice. He's been 87 and 85. This time it's Cooper Cook. He's won 8,500 bucks. He's got to be 88 to take the lead. Oh no! One more overtime win, but it doesn't slow him down. The Western Texas College Cowboy, number 3 in the world right now. Gunning for that 88-point ride, but he's going to be a point and a half shy of it. And right there is where they spurred him over the neck. And I tell you, he did a great job of getting back in the middle. But at 86 and a half, he's a point shy.
I'm not so sure that some of these young guys aren't starting to practice about spurring over the neck and getting back the next jump. All right, Tanner Ross.
That horse got a white face.
You know the horse. You know the man.
The horse got a white face, like he's wearing a mask.
Sam Peterson's already been 89 on this National Finals bucking horse from a series called R. Watson's Prairie Fire. But this horse also bucked off the man you just saw, Cooper Cook, last year in San Antonio. Tanner Ross, though he has a storied career, he has never won this event in Houston. He's creeping up on the $2 million mark after 8 trips to the National Finals Rodeo. He's been 85 twice this year, but he needs to be more than 87. 87 and a half. Oh, we got some bad news. I see some yellow laundry here on the floor, fellas.
Oh, I don't like to hear that.
What happened? The horse bucked too good?
Yes, sir.
What happened?
All right, does he hold his feet in contact through that first jump? And if he doesn't stay in contact with the horse, and it's the left side, I think, that they got him on. And so does that foot come out?
Yeah.
We're waiting for the judges to confirm or deny. It is confirmed. He missed the horse out. That was going to be a big score for Tanner Ross. That is a heartbreaker for the Minnesota man.
Dang.
All right, a year ago today, this man, a Texan, a second generation Buffalo driver, legendary won it all. He inspired the tribe of doing it.
He had that horse in the NFR. There was 88.5 on agent links at the NFR. So, we'll see if they agree.
Wow.
He just
91.5. What's up, man? Yeah.
So last year he won it on Yippee the Mix with a 90.5 point ride. Hugs and kisses from family as he makes his way over for our championship presentation.
Awesome, dude.
I just want to see him smile a little more. He's about to get married. His whole life is before him. And over $100,000 won at Houston. LB, you are the man.
Andy Sauter has the champ.
Yes, I do. And he just walked up to me and said, man, it is good to be in this spot again. Did you have any idea when you woke up this morning that you'd be a back-to-back champ? I knew it for a fact. You did. Now, tell us about the horse that you had drawn in the 10 round.
That's a horse called Ain't No Angel. I've had a lot of history with that horse. Made some money. She accidentally broke my rein. Got a little antsy in the bug and shoe, but my good friend, world champion Keenan Hayes, let me borrow his for both today, and can't thank him enough. I guess you ride a world champion's rig, and sometimes you ride like one.
Well, we want you to be a world champion. Now, for the second year in a row, you won the title on a Calgary Stampede horse. Take us through this ride.
I love this horse right here. This is my third time. He's always kind of beat me out of there. So today I was going to be really aggressive with my start. Watching for the first time, I knew he had some stuff going on right there. I just knew how to keep my chin down, keep setting my feet hard. Hats off to the Calgary Stampede. Their breeding program is so amazing, and they don't make horses like that every day.
Well, we can tell by the reaction and the look on your face that you were excited, and you got some fine folks here to share with you. Let's give it up to our bareback riding champion, Leighton Berry, for the second year in a row.
Good job, dude.
Well, Pac-Man Phillips, our chairman of the board, our president Chris Coleman, they're joining Bruce Nehemiah from Chevron. He's America's president, and Chevron and Bruce Nehemiah handing the buckle and the saddle to your champion for the second year in a row, Leighton Berry. $53,750 to the good, and another great day at Rodeo Houston for the jam.
11. Summers and Long, taking us at the pace today. But Ewan Smith and Rich Ginkle, they were last to go, then third down in this one. All right, Florida and Morganville, Texas. This should not be a problem. Oh, yes. All right, tomorrow, Sam, the two #1 men in the world. Just rope one in the 5-4. Boy, we're going to rope 4 just like that.
Jake Long was the 2022 Rodeo Houston champion. So now the bar is set at 5-4. Let's see what happens with Jake Smith and Douglas Rich. Jake is 30 years old, Doug's 29. This would by far be their biggest win in professional rodeo history. That'll be 5-3. Here we go. And they did it. Come on, y'all. They did what they had to do. 5-3.
Wow.
Makes them the team to beat. They were 6-6
Good job, y'all.
in the 10 round.
So, fellas, the final two teams to battle it out include a couple of brothers-in-law. J.C. Yakwo and Buddy Hawkins coming to the #2 position. Yakwo looking to get to his first national finals rodeo. Buddy the millionaire, past champion of the national finals rodeo. A long reach on the front, 2 feet. Look at that.
Wow.
4.8 and now a set of brand new leaders.
Good job, y'all.
I love it.
Gotta be 4-7. They're going for it. No, hard-running steer. A hard-running steer. And Ward and Braden, they're going to tie, it looks like, with a 5-4.
Bang.
Wow.
Good job, Hawkins.
Crazy day in the team roping. Ward and Braden, but when it's all said and done, Yekwo and Hawkins. Buddy has won the American, he's won the national finals, he's won the BFI, and now Hawkins is going to add Rodeo Houston to his list of impressive wins on his resume. JC Yekwo worked with his brother for so many years and won the reserve title in the college finals. Smith and Rich are going to leave here richer, 40,000. Summers along, 15-5, and that's where Ward and Braden end up as well. Got to get them off their horses and to the saddle display as well as the opportunity to hand them the victors. All right, Patty, you've got the chance.
I do have the chance. We're getting all set here, but look, you guys just pulled off an amazing feat there, and I know the first time for you. Tell us what's going through your mind and what your emotions are right now.
Oh, I'm just so happy. I just told the Lord that when I was praying that I'd give him all thanks, and that this is only possible because of him, and I'm just so thankful.
And buddy, for you, obviously to be out here, this is a new team, the first year you guys have done this together. What is that like to come in and try to kind of recreate that chemistry year in, year out?
Well, I think chemistry is the key word there. For a long time I thought chemistry was about, thinking of alike, thinking about the run alike. And so, for us, we started grinding it out last fall. Andrew, I was hoping we'd have a split and a rope off, just like the Harris boys a minute ago. I'm his biggest fan, but, we rode the last 3 or 4 rodeo Houston's here. We weren't quite able to win it, but back to answer your question, I think it takes a lot of common ground inside and outside of the arena. And so, for us, this is a huge win for us. I knew JC had it in him. I didn't think I did a great job today. Steer kind of tripled right, but made the run to belt fast and mediocre heeling. And I'm so grateful. I've been coming here, I think 12 years. I've been coming to this rodeo, and this is the first Final Four for me. And one of my all-time favorite days, favorite wins, and huge seasonal impact for us. I've got family, kids, the dollars are amazing, but then when you think about what this does for us in the world standings, chance to make the national finals rodeo is, at our fingertips now. It's a great opportunity. Great fans, great rodeo, great ground. We're so grateful.
All right, well, we are grateful to have you guys. Congratulations to both of you.
Good job, guys.
Thank you, Patty Smith. Congratulations, boys. Boys, great. Stepping in. Our chairman of the board, Van Phillips. There is Victory Edsel, our Houston Zone sales lead. And, of course, our president and CEO, Mr. Chris Bowman. Give one more hand. Hey, give rope ribbon.
We'll go down the wire. Saddle Rock Running, sponsored by Energy Transfer. Foreman, Cole Elsier, Sage Newman, Lefty Holman, and Damian Brennan. All ready to duke it out. Sage trying to three-peat.
I do believe if I wanted to call a horse that was going to give me the shot, Cole Elcher, you have done it.
Yes, he has, Bob. This is Womanizer, the world champion bucking horse. Brody Crest won Denver on this horse with a 91-point ride. One of the best Survey horses, if not the best Survey horse in their herd. Crest has got one in the 90 on. Oh, excuse me, Cole Elsie. Here goes.
Here we are, Badland fans. Come on, set. A world champion in the making and a world champion bucking horse. Oh my goodness, here's your replay. 1 to 25 for the man that's aiming for the horse. Listen to this, Andy. 88 and a half.
Wow.
Can you
down here, fellas, because Sage Newman has a rematch. Now, listen up. He's got a world champion bucking horse that bucked him off in San Antonio, so he knows what the ride is going to be like. It's a world champion bucking horse named Explosive Skies in the Calgary Stampede. Zeke Thurston was 91 points on this horse at the National Finals Rodeo, but Sage wants to win this title for the 3rd year in a row. Watch as the right-handed cowboy talks to the flank man Goose from the Calgary Stampede. Wants to make sure this is how this horse usually gets out of the chutes. He wants those feet to be in a good spot because this horse, you have to mark this horse out correctly, not just to keep yourself alive for the 8-second ride, but because the 8 seconds that follow are going to be one of the toughest tests of your career. He says, it's my time. The mark out is there. Newman battles it out. There you go.
Run, bud.
Did you see his reach to set his speed? That was hard, Andy.
Nice work.
Oh, will he sweep it? Will he
Half
sweep
a
it?
point.
No, he will not. He's a half-point shot at Cole here. It's 88. Folks, that is the two-time reigning Rodeo Houston champion, at least for 2 more broad rides. Let's pay off Sage Newman. He's carried our brand with honor. All right, lefty. The man who's lefty, who rides right-handed, has the best hair here. Another world champion bucking horse, exotic warrior from the Calgary Stampede. Get those white boots. Let's take us to a landing. He had that horse in San Antonio. He had that horse in San Antonio, was 87 points there. He's got to be 89 here.
Yeah.
He's done it. He's done it. Lefty Holman has taken the top spot. Wow.
All right.
I have a rematch at the year advantage, even if they bump you off. Even if they bump you off, and there's the guy that's been 90 on him. All right, Damien. Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. All right, college fans for Greg Rhodes and Western Texas College. This time, we got our Western Texas. All beautiful circle to the right shoulder. Cheer them on. That's Colorado. As the boys ride in to pick him up. Let's see what the judges are thinking. It was perfect.
Wow.
He's the highest brown rider going. He is the highest brown rider on planet Earth. A high five from Lefty's seat. They're all there to congratulate him. 91 points for
Good job, dude.
A hug from Sage Newman. Now remember, he's number 2 in the world coming in here.
Wow.
2022 Resist All Rookie of the Year. Look at this. Look at those toes turned out. Look at how high and hard that horse is kicking out the back. You could not ask for a better ride than Damian Brennan. In this day alone, he's been 90 and 91 on 2 horses on Championship Sunday. That'll make him $50,000 to the good. Holman is second, Elsier third, and Newman fourth. Let's go down to Andy. He's got the tail.
So, boy, during the semifinal competition, I ran into some of the bareback and saddlebronc riders, and before I left, Damien said, I hope I get to see you again. Well, for the 2nd year in a row, we've got an Australian champion. Damien, tell us about your journey here.
I went to start at college and went through the college ranks and started pro rodeo and got the Rookie of the Year win, and now we're here.
Did you know anything about Ed Bishop coming into this Final Four?
Yeah, I've seen Sage Newman, you know, the goalie of this rodeo, and he's outstanding. That's a great horse to have.
Well, we heard a lot of guys behind the chutes hooping and hollering about your ride. Take us through it from the first jump.
Yeah, I just tried to get a good solid spare out. And yeah, she took a little run there and it was just really good. I just tried to stay back and keep lifting. And she's every broker on his dream. She's getting off the air and gives you plenty of time to set your feet.
Well, today your dream came true, Cowboy. You got a payday coming your way, and you're a Rodeo Houston champion. Let's give it up for our Saddle Bronc rider, the man of the hour, Mr. David Brennan.
There's a love from Batman Phillips, the chairman of the board, and Chris Bowman, our president CEO, and we welcome from Energy Transfer, Ashley Sorda, a senior specialist in community affairs. Hello, Ashley. Glad to have you here to present that Australian a Rodeo Houston champion buckle and saddle. What a day for Damian Brennan. Wow. It's time for the big boys to play the big boys shootout game of spear wrestling. Yes, sir, and yes, ma'am. Sponsored by Mattress Firm, of course. It's the best venue to give a Bulldoggers to get a mattress. Defending champion Massey and 2016 champ Dakota Eldridge. Two guys trying to win the second Rodeo Houston title, and two guys trying to win their first.
Yep, we start with the defending champion, Dalton Massey, Hermiston, Oregon. If you're not big boy, oh no, he took a look, steer faded, went over, and bumped in. Watch his steer, he's going to go to the right, said, oh, I think I know him. Hazer trying all what he can, didn't work. That hurts your pocketbook.
There are some of these moments that can truly be life-changing for an individual. That moment has just arrived for Tucker Allen of Ventura, California. He's been a circuit champion, but this would catapult him into his first chance to try and go to the National Finals Rodeo. The stuntman has won $5,000 and has turned in some pretty solid times. 5-1 to get here, 5-2 back in the semifinals, but he wants to put some pressure on everybody else. Hard-running steer, turn it around. And that'll round it out at 9-9. That leaves the door open, guys.
Well, it not only leaves the door open, but we've said it the team open as well. Anything can happen. 9-9, he might win second. Could he win first, boy?
It's hard to see that happening with this much talent still on the board. I mean, you talk about a game changer forever. Here's the number 5 man in the world, Stetson Jorgensen. He's, when you ask him, if you read his bio, oftentimes reporters will ask, what's your favorite rodeo? And this man answers Rodeo Houston almost immediately. And when they ask him why, he'll say it's because of the way they treat us. When we come here, they are so good to us, so kind, compassionate, and helpful. So he absolutely loves this rodeo. He's a 4-time NFR qualifier, a Central Wyoming College, that's where he competed on the intercollegiate level. 6'1", 220 pounds. Now you say he only has to be the 9'9", but really he's got Dakota Eldridge is right behind him. So he's got to keep that in mind as well.
He's at a horse for it watching Jesse Brown. Standing right beside him, there's your 9. Anything after 9, you're going to leave 9. What about the barrier? What about the barrier? Let's have a look at it. All right, he hits it. Did it break it?
Yep.
Okay. Confirmed. Broken barrier.
Darn.
You can see the little red part of that hit the ground. He's now 15-2. 9-9, still at the lead.
Wow. This could be the easiest 50,000 to go to Eldridge has ever won. Second chance at being a rodeo Houston champ. He lets him out far enough.
Oh! There we go.
That will be the longest time anybody has ever won rodeo Houston. He probably can't believe it. Wow, Dakota, way to go, man. Way to go. 4 big wolves. I mean, look at the previous times were 4-6, 5-2, 4-flat, 4-3. Wow. Second time to be a rodeo Houston champion. He's a 2-time NFR champion. He was the Resistol rookie, all-around and steer wrestling champ. Eldridge at 54,250 altogether. Tucker Reynolds getting down here with around 25,000. Jorgensen was 16.5, and Dalton Massey with 12,750. That pay right there is what we paid for the shootout round. But we added with all the money they won to their Super Series and semifinals. And that's how you get the big number of 54,250. Hey, you got a great cowboy down there. Let's meet a champ.
I do. Dakota, your second time to win here at Rodeo Houston. Is it weird the second time around?
Yeah, it's unbelievable. I gotta thank the good Lord up above, my wife, my family. I guess my mom can keep my other Rodeo Houston out of her house and take this from California.
So being the last one out, obviously I know she never woke up this morning and said put up that kind of number that she thought she was going to win this, but being the last one to go, how much was that, that play into what you were doing out there today?
Yeah, I knew it was pretty easy, but I actually didn't realize Tucker ended up being 8. When I went, Tucker was 9, when I went, I didn't even know, but I figured Tucker won it, which I was so happy for him, but then I looked at the board and I was like, dang, I won. So, I was kind of shocked, really. I mean, as tough as other events is, the bull was a little softer today. We kind of had some stronger spears, but man, I can't thank you, the hospitality, the sports med. This rodeo is the best rodeo of the year. I mean, it's above everything. So, thank you guys.
How important is it, for something we were watching, how important is your hazing team out there?
Yeah, Tanner Mine was paying for me. I rode Curtis Cassidy's horses, and I can't thank him enough, and thank Tanner. He was also hazing for Dalton, and the bulldog in the number out here is just amazing. And Tucker, he went, and then went and got on. That's Jorgensen's face, horse case for him. So we're all pulling for each other. We're just going against ourselves and the animal, and just trying to do our best job.
All right, well, you did the job today, so congratulations to you. Give it up for the champion. Bulldogger today, Dakota Eldridge.
All right, as we move in for the presentation, Pat Phillips on your left, Chris Bowman on the right. I want to welcome Zahira Gonzalez, our senior sales manager at Mattress Firm, with Dakota Eldridge. There is your Nevada Buckaroo champion in Houston. You can come back and do this again, Dakota, anytime you want to.
Cloud Spray, Paige Jones, and the incomparable Lisa Lockhart.
Right, he's around the corner, come down this alley. Here's Lisa. You got it, Leslie, small to go. Turn 1, turn 2. Everybody in the building, let's help her.
Wow. 14-3. I've never seen it faster. Never seen it.
14:35.
Fastest run of the entire rodeo. That's right, folks.
Wow.
The next one we've been casting out is a 14:40. But Leslie just beat that. Wow. Now to make the cloud spread. Here we go again. A mile 2 around barrel number 1. Gun flash 14:32. So May is getting that line there. But just making it to the final 4 is quite an honor. 1994 for May.
You just said it. Making it to the final 4. to a lot of ladies would be a one-time win.
Can she be the fastest run of the rodeo? Paige Jones of Wayne, Oklahoma. The 2020 Resist All Rookie of the Year who qualified to her first National Finals rodeo last season. The Oklahoma Cowgirl holds the horse out. It's still up. Keep on going. Come on, Texas. The Oklahoma winning needs your help. Let's roll. Can she do it? 1471. Now it comes down to South Dakota, gents.
Oh, thank you, young gent. Lisa Lockhart, the winningest lady in the history of the WPRA. $3.3 million. Folks, she's a Houston champion from 016. Watch the Mudskin Bear. Watch. Yes. Okay, Mom, you can do this. Are you ready to help her win the 50? We're going to do it right here. That'll put her second. That's second. You're going to win nearly 30,000. Wow, Leslie Smogo. You today have done it all.
Well, she's no stranger to winning. She's been to the National Finals in 2022. I watched her with Cody that year. She was the runner-up at Cheyenne. 50,000 for Smalley Go, Lockhart, Jones, and Sprague, all leaving town with more than 5 digits of money when it added all together. Andy Seiler, you've got our champion barrel racer.
I do, and Leslie, tell us a little bit about the horse you ride, because your runs continue to get faster each and every round.
He's just amazing. I got him as a 3-year-old off the track, and I trained him by myself, and I used the reining trainer that I used to train, so now he just puts it in the dirt and turns.
Did you realize that your time in the championship round was the fastest run of the rodeo?
I can't even put it into words. I'm so excited for him. I'm so proud of it. I can't even put what this means. It's just a blessing.
Can you tell us what your horse's name is? Because we want to pay both of you off.
His name is Gus. He's worth the world to me.
Well, congratulations, Gus and Leslie Smogo, our champion of barrel racing in 2024 in rodeo history.
From our chairman, Pat Phillips, Chris Bowman on the far right, the man with the buckle is Jeff Seitz, the Chief Executive Officer of S&B Engineers and Constructors. They were so proud to sponsor barrel racing. Oh, this is an emotional moment for Leslie. Congratulations, Cowgirl. We're all so very happy for you. She'll be moving to #1 in the world with $58,000 on a rodeo Houston alone. Again.
Three ladies trying to move around to that long route. Jackie Crawford, the world champion. Taylor Munzel. All right, let's do it, Tiana. Portales, New Mexico.
A little shout out to Eastern New Mexico University. Well, this cowgirl has been a standout. Her job is to set the pace. Ooh, hard running tail. She's got a train on. And unfortunately, again, you know you've got 3 wolves behind you that can really row. So when you get a calf like that, you got to just throw a Hail Mary and hope it'll work. Better luck next time for Tiana.
With 23 world championships, she rides in calmly. She's a mom, she's a wife. Her husband has been a Houston champion. This is the one and only Jackie Crawford. There's the nod. Now we're going to see what the champion does with this. 3-7. I just don't have a problem in a short round with that, but
it's a solid time, guys, but you both know the 2 next names to come in the breakaway rope and have beaten that time in multiple occasions. In fact, Taylor Munsell, you go back to her semifinals, she was 2.8. She was 3.1 to advance to our shootout round. This cowgirl's been to the national finals 3 different times. Calling Alva, Oklahoma, her home place. She won the Calgary Stampede, reaches out. But it is an illegal catch. The calf steps through the loop, and so it will be a no time for Taylor.
Wow. One lady standing with one lady to go. So when we opened this rodeo today, I talked a little bit about Macy Young. Andy and I remember back 10 years ago when she won the college national championship as an all-around champion and a breakaway roper. But what she's done in Houston, she's never finished second. Every time we've asked her to rope a calf, she's finished first. That's why she's won over $12,000 coming in. To ask a lady that's never roped a calf in this building and more than 3 seconds to beat a 3.7. Here we go. Macy Young.
Hey!
3 misses. And only 1 catch. We all spotted that 3.7.
Wow.
But maybe there's a reason that Jackie's a 23-time world champion. She knows when to take her chances and she knows when to not to beat herself. Wow. I cannot believe this happened to Macy. Calf tucked to the right. She felt like she had to reach. And the look on her face will tell you everything you need to know. Oh my gosh, she's still going to finish second and win over 23,000 miles this year. But Jackie Crawford will join her husband Charlie as Rodeo Houston champions. $50,000 to win for the 3.7 for the 23-time champion of the world. Betty, you've got our ticket.
23-time champion of the world, but to be standing here, you look so excited like you're in disbelief. Tell me what your emotions are. What are you feeling right now, Jackie?
Oh, this is one of those dream come trues. I watched my husband win this rodeo, and so I get to win it, hopefully our kids get to win it one day, and so this is definitely a bucket list. I'm not going to play rodeo much longer, and I said I will not quit until I try to get Houston under my belt, so thank goodness.
What's your plans if you're not going to do it much longer? What's your plans?
Spend time with my kids and let them grow up, and hopefully they want to grow up in this industry and stay in the rodeo business, and so I'd love to be able to support them too. No matter what they want to do, I just want to spend time with them and my husband, time with them.
Not many times that you ever hear 23-time world champion before someone's name, but you kind of touched on it. To have your husband be a world champion here, or to be a Rodeo Houston champion, for you to be a Rodeo Houston champion, what is it that makes this one so special outside of that big check?
Oh, this right down from every volunteer here is just so amazing. It's so fun. Every time we pull up, feel welcome. The fans are amazing. I mean, this is one of the coolest atmospheres we ever get to rodeo in.
Yeah.
My goodness, to get to take all this out is so awesome.
What do you say to the next generation of young girls out there that are watching you do this, walk like this, and be successful as you are?
Oh, if you love it, do it. Give it all you have, because it's worth it.
All right, it is worth it. It is worth it today. So Jackie, give it up for today's champion, Jackie Crawford.
Thank you, Patty Smith. As we step into the judging night here, representing OXY today, Sam Lombardo, Director of Community Relations and Employee Engagement. Chris Bowman on the right, Jackie of course, and the Chairman of the Board, Batman Phillips. What a beautiful picture. As we say thank you to OXY.
Professional rodeo. That contest is bull riding and is brought to you by Rob and Rob Dental. There are the boys, Tristan Hutchins. He made it on money here. Jargo, Gray, and Young all got to the whistle. This should be interesting because these are some really good bulls in this Final Four. And we start with a cowboy who's won more money than anybody else here in the bull riding right now, $9,000. This is the aforementioned Tristan Hutchins. And he's got a bull called Stone Cold. Now this bull bucked off Josh Frost at the National Western. Bucked off Creek in San Antonio. The bull has an 87% buck-off ratio. He's only been ridden twice in 15 attempts. Two-time Collins National Champion. Two-time NFR qualifier.
Houston, let's see if we can do something that we've never done before. Let's ride all four of these bulls. When the gate opens, let's go, fans. Black foot, gonna turn him loose. Bull fighters and panhandle about full out the gate. Hey, Tristan, you're gonna be fine. Andy, they smoked us once. See if you can put us on the board.
I love where you're going, Bobby T. Roscoe Jarbo. And a bull named Hostile. Actually, I don't know if I've met a bull yet that was a little hostile.
Golly!
See, I told you. It's $1 million cowboy that's now going to try to reset and re-pull. Still got his hand in the rope, okay? Likes where everything's at.
That's cowboy stuff.
Yes, it is. Roscoe, let's ride a bull. Your chance is alive.
Hang on, baby. Hang on, hang on. Come on. 2, 1. Ah! Did you get it? Oh, we got it. No, we got it.
Did he make it, fellas?
I don't know.
I'm going for the clock. I'm looking at Ronnie Howard. One of our judges, he's going, yep, his box today.
All right. He rode it. 8 seconds. Yeah. That's awesome.
82, Andy.
No.
Oh, no.
82 with a reride option.
No.
Do you take it?
I'd leave it. Nope.
Yeah, I would.
Nope.
I mean, I don't want. He's beat up. He's been in the sports medicine room more than he's been, in his hotel room. So at 82, you got to feel pretty good of getting at least maybe second or even third, which is a good check. But when you're beat up like that, to get on a third bowl in one day would just be a ton to ask. All right, TJ Gray. He's got a bull that bucked off both Creek and Roscoe. This is short grub. They do not ride this bull very often. Short grub. That bull is now 12-1.
Roscoe's getting
That's a
second place.
91% buck off.
If Creek don't beat him, or if Creek beats him, they'll take number 1 if Creek don't beat him.
Now you heard Boyd earlier mention the large amount of money that Creek Young just won at the American in Arlington just days ago. Folks, 3 years ago, he was named the Resisto Rookie of the Year. What a great award. And that was during the Wrangler National Finals in Vegas. And he was there every night, and he rode them like all the champions. This is your preacher. Yes.
Good, good. Keep going. Yeah, baby, let's go. Yeah.
He might win $150,000 in the last 2 weeks. $100,000 last weekend. And it looks like another $50,000 this weekend. 87 points. And Creek Young has survived the predator. The ball goes away from his hand. Those are the toughest ones to ride. Requires a lot of balance. And boy, did this kid show his balance off. 3 times to the National Finals rodeo. And the Missouri Cowboy, Creek Young. Wow, I'd like to be his agent because I know he won $100,000 last weekend, 50 grand more this weekend. He should go shopping. Jarbo will win another 20 grand for his 82-point ride. Let's go down to the arena floor. Andy has the champ.
Creek, you have been on a serious heater. You came in number 2 in the world, and now that you've ridden this bull, we're going to add a truckload of cash to your total. Why have you been so hot lately?
I said in Fort Worth I was going to go to the big rodeos and try to make them count. I've been in these showdown situations the past couple of years, haven't been able to capitalize. Decided I was just going to show it to the big ones and make them count. got the good Lord riding with me everywhere I go, so all glory to Him.
All right, buddy. Well, you made a big one count today. I want you to talk us through this ride, okay? Talk us through this short round ride.
Well, it's actually the same one I got on in the semifinal here, and kind of stressed me out at the end and stomped on my back and on my head a little bit. I was out to get in today, wanted to finish stronger. I'll let him get me down right there at the end, and that's absolutely what happened.
Well, the revenge was sweet for you, brother. 87 points, the champion here in Rodeo Houston. Let's give it up for the one and only Creek Young, your winner.
No sponsor?
And Phillips and General Board, Dr. Chris Bowman, President and CEO, on behalf of Rock and Roll Denver, presenting the buckle in the saddle to a very wealthy bull rider. 150 grand within a week, 8 days. That is just awesome. Rock and Roll Denver, rocking the bull riding.